Hey, this is Louis D. Fresh bringing it to you on a Saturday morning. I hope you are doing well. I'm gonna do a quick little video here. I haven't done college segment in a bit, so it is now about mid-September 2025. Everybody in the United States has definitely gotten back to school, college, high school, all the schools. Everybody has returned. So let's see how we can be college ready now that school has started in the month of September of 2025. Here we are in college ready topic for September right now. Getting organized and starting strong. But that's the kind of goal that you want to get to, is to get to that proverbial school in September. You need to start planning so it doesn't seem so elusive as the school year goes along. Why September? September matters because it's the start of the school year and it sets the tone for success. I was telling one of my little counselees this past week, that you can't see the foundation of the building or the structure that where I counsel, but that foundation it holds up the structure that's actually there. So that's why September is so important, because it does set the tone. It sets the mood for the school year. Developing habits now can support college and career readiness later. You always say, well, this is not the test, or well, this is not for real. Everything you do is for real. Everything you do is practice to get you ready. All these games, all these events that you see, there's many hours that go before to get to that point. Whether it be a game, whether it be an event, whether it be a concert, there's a lot, and that develops habits. And that's what September does for you as you become college ready. You want to develop those habits. Time management basics. You definitely want to make use of that calendar. I make use of a calendar. I make use of my clock when I'm counseling the kids. I want to make sure what's going on. You want to use time to your advantage. Definitely use planners. Yes, I do have a planner. I definitely have a calendar. This way I literally go over week 1, 2, 3, and 4. To-do list. I'm not a big to-do list guy. If you are, or a gal, go for it, but I'm not. Break up big assignments into smaller steps. Like right now I'm doing, at my school, I'm literally doing the quote-unquote big assignment of tallying everything that's been going on in terms of counseling, what I've been doing and how I've been doing it. But I literally break it up into small increments. I work a half hour here, I do another 20 minutes there, break it into smaller steps, and prioritize tasks daily. Whatever's most important, get that over with so you can do the other smaller things later on. Study skills. Study skills are most important. As I mentioned before about practice, September is that ideal time to practice, to do active reading and note taking. That's kind of important with the note taking. Some people like to use highlighters. I do. I may want to write notes, not necessarily if it's your book. Make the notes inside the actual book. If it's not, use little notes in a notebook. Create a study schedule. Realistic. Don't say I'm going to study 4 hours. I think realistically are 20, 30-minute increments. Take a short break, literally about a 3-minute break. Go to the bathroom, grab a snack, and keep going. And find a quiet, consistent study space. Like even here, I know my wife is sleeping right now. So what I try to do, I try to find a quiet spot, which is my chair, and I make the video. It's important to have some quiet, consistent study space. Keep it, make sure that you are actually working and not messing around with your phone or what have you. Goal setting. This can be a little tricky because there are short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals is what you want to get done this semester, and dare I say even this month. I go week by week, month by month. I take a look at the following month, but I try not to go too far ahead because then it gets a little overwhelming. Then the long-term goal. The long-term goal in this case is to be college and career ready. So I think that's something with the practice, with you developing those good habits, will get you to that long-term goal of college and careers, and write down the goals and track progress. I know I'm a dinosaur. I would write down things in a notebook or what have you. I showed you my YouTube notebook that I still have. Feel free to use your phone. Take your notes and see how well you're progressing. Don't just write down goals and leave them. You need to look at them and modify them as you go along. This is important for the month of September to build a support network. I kind of like the computer grid look here, because and I notice here that that is a continuous circle. It's not necessarily one is better or stronger than the other. There's a silly expression, but I like it. It's a very good expression, actually. It takes a village to raise a child. Now that you're older in high school, you need to start taking hold of that village and build that mentor and role models. Who are your mentors? Who are your role models? It could be mom and dad. It could be a pastor. It could be a rabbi. It could be somebody at your local boys and girls clubs. Who are those mentors? Who are those role models? Big brother, big sister. That's another good program. Teachers and counselors, you should. You don't necessarily have to like, oh, I love you to death, but just you can find out who they are, especially in September. Reconnect or connect, be pleasant, because these are the people who are going to help you as you move along in your college process. And then family and friends, definitely reach out to them. And some of the family, it's not necessarily all family. You may want to connect to one or two. Some people, there's always one, maybe two that really, really take an interest in you. A friend, my dad always used to say, God rest his soul, is that your real friends you can count on the fingers of one hand and maybe have fingers left over. Those are the people you want to connect with, because they're the ones who are going to help you with this support network that you're building in order to become a better citizen and a better in your future career. And as you're doing all of these things, make sure you take care of yourself. I always say, well, that's not true, but as recently as the last maybe 10 years, 15 years, you have to take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, you have no business of taking care of anyone else. So you need to kind of manage stress with healthy outlets. Take a walk. I know my friend Kali, who's a healthy outlet over there. We definitely take walks, and it's good. It definitely doesn't necessarily manage stress for me, but it gives me a new look, a fresh perspective. Get enough sleep. I've been sleeping a lot more lately. I'm embarrassed to say, but it's true, because I'm more active than I used to be in my previous job. I tend to try to get at least 9 hours of sleep, because I need to be on point in the mornings and balance school activities and rest. So as I said, really, really, I know it sounds crazy. Why would you get 9 hours? I'm lucky if I get 6. I get 5. You need the time to rest and recharge. And this is my last slide here. Activities to try. Goal setting workshop. Do things online. Look it up, how to kind of goal set. You may not be setting goals properly. Take a look. Look it up. Use YouTube as your friend. Use Google as your friend. Use ChatGPT as your friend. Goal setting workshop, organization challenge. Make sure that you actually do, or not only do you organize, but you actually follow through with the challenge. Again, I'm using real life things with my own job. I create a schedule every week. I make sure who I'm seeing, who I'm not seeing, and then I check mark as I go along. So I saw Johnny, poop. I saw Mary, poop. And then I put little dots. Okay, I noted it here. I noted it there. And so I literally have that organization. Now I have the organization and I follow through with that organization. And reflection worksheet, my high school journey. How am I doing? What am I doing? Because sometimes if you see it, whether it be writing, whether it be on your phone, whether it be on your tablet, you say, oh, this is what I'm doing. Oh, this is not what I'm doing, or what I should be doing, or what I could be doing. Activities to try. And that is how you can be college ready in September of 2025. Take it slow, start practicing, develop that foundation, get organized, use your planners, use your calendars, use whatever means so the days don't get ahead of you. I can't emphasize the importance of developing those good habits and getting organized and following through and modifying. Even like I said, with my new job, I've definitely been modifying, adding, subtracting. Oh, that's right. Oh, maybe I actually changed things around Not last week, but the previous week. I literally I moved things to afternoons. I added some things on Fridays. Don't be afraid. It's nothing is set in stone. That's why I tend to use pencils, especially with my counselees, because you could erase. So take that in mind and make September a great month to get started to be college ready. Louis D. Fresh.